All right, guys, this video is on, again, the Ignite Fitness Coaching Accountability Tracking Sheet. This is specifically deals with what you're going to be tracking weekly, okay? So you're going to have a check-in day assigned to you every single week. And basically on that check-in day, you are going to submit this sheet to your coach, all right? So I'm going to walk you through in this video specifically on what you're going to be tracking, and we'll go from there. All right, so you're going to see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That just represents the days of the week, and then you're also going to see your macronutrients, your fats, carbohydrates, proteins, and calories. Okay, so as you're tracking your food intake in MyFitnessPal, okay, it's going to give you a daily output, okay, of macronutrients total. So basically what that means, what macro is, again, it's your fat, carbohydrates, and proteins. So what you're going to do is whatever MyFitnessPal says, you're just going to begin inputting that day. So for instance, today is Tuesday. Let's say that today was the first day of my week, so to speak. I would just log on to my MyFitnessPal account, and I would just look and see what my summary was for the day, and say it was 45 grams of fat, okay, and let's say it's 135 grams of carbs, and say 110 grams of protein is what I consumed, okay? What it's going to automatically do for you is that once you put your macros in, it's going to automatically calculate your calorie intake, all right? It's already programmed in there. That's the great thing about it. And so you're going to go through and repeat that same process. We recommend doing this daily for your food intake, okay? However, you can also do it once a week if you want as well. It's going to take you about 10-15 minutes to complete this sheet, okay? And again, just go through for each day, put in your fats, carbs, and proteins, and it's going to do a few things for you, all right? It's going to, one, okay, average out your fat intake for the week. So over here on the right, it's going to give us a total average. Same thing over here, total average for carbs, and then it's going to also give us a total average for protein. And then once all this is filled in, it's also going to give us your average calorie intake as well, which is great. So we're going to do things on rolling averages of 7 days so we can get kind of an accurate snapshot of where you fall, okay? Additionally as well, we want you guys to weigh yourself every single morning when you wake up. Okay, first thing in the morning, in as little clothing as possible after you've used the restroom. And again, input those weight totals in here, and it's going to give us a rolling average of your week's weight measurements, which is great as well for tracking. Okay, training-wise, in here, what we want you to put in for your training, that's basically your exercise. Just put in there exactly what you did for the day. So whether it was a spin class or a weightlifting workout or a 30-minute walk or whatever it might be, just kind of put it in there. If you did nothing, just leave it blank. Okay. Under the steps section, highly recommend if you have an Apple Watch, it's going to track your steps. Get a Fitbit, one of the cheap Fitbits. You can also buy just a basic activity tracker on Amazon. And just type in your step totals for the day, okay? And then lastly, the reason we recommend kind of a Fitbit is a lot of the Fitbits are going to track your sleep patterns. And it's going to allow you to kind of go log on and go back and look at how many hours of sleep that you got each night as well. So what does all this information give us? Number one, it's going to give us your averages for fats, carbs, and proteins. It's going to give us your average calorie intake, your average weight, your average steps, so your activity level, and it's going to tell us what training you did, and then lastly, your average hours of sleep that you got for the week. Okay, so it's going to give us a ton of information to allow you to be successful.